What's up, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be taking a look at NIO. NIO is a viewer request. So if you guys have any stocks that you would like me to break down, chart up for you, give you my own opinion on the technical analysis, I'll be happy to do that. All I need you to do is drop a comment down below on the on the stock you guys want me to look at. Okay. So let's get right into this chart. Okay. Now I know it's a little confusing right now. It looks like there's a lot on the screen, but I just want to show you guys. Okay, we're going to go through the psychology of a market cycle because that's one of the best things for you guys to understand and grasp, and will really help you out. And by the end of this video, I'll show you how to make money on NIO, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. Right, we're going to make money. That's what we do in the Options Trading Tycoons Discord. We make money whether the stock is going up or down. And we can do that through long-term strategies or short-term strategies. All right, so I'm going to break that down for you. If you want to join the Discord, the link to join is in the description below. Okay, but let's look here at NIO. Okay, we shot up from $1 all the way up to $67 almost. Right, let's take a look here. All right, at the psychology of a market cycle. All right, this is Wall Street cheat sheet. This is one of my favorite charts to look at. Okay, so it starts off in disbelief, right? In a disbelief rally. Then we have hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria. All right. This is what people mean when they say the market, oh, the market's in euphoria. The market's in euphoria, right? This is what we're talking about. We're seeing euphoric prices. All right. People feel like a genius. They're all going to be rich, right? If they got in on NIO and their average share price is $3 or $5 and a freaking thing went up to 67, you best believe, that they were having thrill and euphoria, right? Then there's a period of complacency where, oh, hey, we just need to cool off for the next rally, right? Then the price keeps going lower, right? And we retest those lows. You're getting some anxiety now. Like, okay, why am I getting margin calls? The dip is taking longer than expected. And then you have denial, panic, capitulation, anger, depression, and then it goes right back into disbelief, right? Where this is a sucker's rally. And that's where it starts off, is in disbelief. And then you get that hope, optimism, right? So in my opinion, looking at the chart, right, for NIO, we are right here, right? We're in, to me, we passed anxiety, right? We're in between denial and capitulation, right? I think that we're going to go through our anger phase and our depression phase where, who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? We could be in these phases already, but that's what I want you guys to realize, okay? Is that, we were in euphoria, and that's why this thing is down so much, all right? Because, it's just a market cycle. All right, so let's go ahead and look back at the chart. We're looking at the monthly chart. So each one of these candlesticks represents a month. So we've seen, okay, here's the rally, here's our euphoria, and we've come down. We retested our previous lows, right? So let's look back at that chart. All right, so, your complacency, right? It drops really hard to right here to this area. Then we recover a little bit, and then anxiety is when we break those lows. All right. So we came down here to these lows, and then we came over, broke them again, and we're trading lower again. So if we look on the chart here, we're somewhere, around like denial, panic, capitulation, and anger, right? So let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more now so the chart's more clear. Essentially, NIO for the past, longer than a year, honestly, but it has been trading in this red bearish channel. Okay, so that's the main thing that we're going to focus on right now, is we're going to look at it and we're going to say, hey, what's the direction that NIO is trading in right now? Is NIO going up in price, or is it going down? What is the overall trend for NIO? That's the first thing we want to look at. And we can see here in this bearish channel, we're respecting it and we're going lower, right? So until we break out this top trend line, NIO is going to be in a downtrend. This stock is in a downtrend, has been in a downtrend for over a year. It's got great trading opportunities, right? I mean, if you can catch the bounce at the major support level right here, and ride that momentum to the top of the channel, then that's a very good swing trade, right? But let's go ahead and dive into the colors. Okay, all these colors on the chart. So what we have in these blue boxes, all right, these are what's known as daily gaps on the chart. These tend to fill about 90 to 95 of the percent of the time historically for any stock in the market, right? 90 to 95% of the time, if there is a gap on the daily chart, it is going to fill, right? It's just a matter of when. You don't know when exactly this is going to fill, so you have to be patient, right? NIO, I've heard, I didn't get shares on NIO when it was $3. I missed out on that, right? But that's just what happened. That's the truth of the matter, right? So I really didn't want to jump into it when we were at these prices because I saw these gaps down, right? If I'm going to add a couple years to the chart right here, and let's look at the 5 years, 1 day chart. And all of these blue boxes down here, these are all daily gaps down that NIO has to fill. And, it's taken a while for them to start filling. But one of the biggest gaps we have right here at $23 filled here recently. Okay. So in that process, we did gap down, okay, and create a gap up to fill. There is a small gap up on NIO. And, we could see that fill, right? That's at $26 to $27. All right. That's definitely a possibility. And NIO can go back up to those levels. But is it going to stay at those levels, or is it going to come up to here and face resistance and come back down? Right. We can go ahead and get rid of this blue box now, right? This was a daily gap we had. And as we can see, the stock has already filled this gap. Okay. So I just wanted to show you guys, the stock is filling gaps. We look at this little small gap up it had to fill, right? Which is essentially what we're doing right here. All right. We fell harder, but in that process, we created a gap up to fill. And then one day, all of a sudden, NIO popped and buyers came in and the gap filled, right? Boom, gap's gone now. No more gap. All right. So that's potentially what could happen here with NIO. Let's zoom back out to the weekly chart, and I'm going to show you guys that we have not tested these levels. This yellow box right here, right? These prices right here from $10 up to $20. I mean, after NIO created all these initial gaps up and was just gapping up like crazy, just running hard, all right, running up from, $3 to $10, like 200-300% right there in a short period of time. We never, ever came back. NIO took off and never looked back at 20. He said, 20, what's that? I'm never going back there, right? Well, now we're getting really close. Okay. If you can see here recently, NIO did dip down to 20. Let's go back to the daily chart, and it recovered pretty well. Now, if you look, it pretty much bounced perfectly right on top of there. The reason being for that is because what I just showed you guys, right? This is a level that's not been tested yet. So now we're going to come in here, we're going to test these, and this may be where NIO recovers, right? NIO could recover in here and start to trade back up and break this bearish channel, right? However, the one thing you want to be cautious of is all of these daily gaps down. Okay, they're kind of minuscule, kind of small, but I'm gonna show you guys some more. We have a gap down to $8.37. We have these really tiny gaps down to $3, $2.88, and $1.56, right? Now, not all of these are going to fill. As I said, it's about 90 to 95% of them. So, we may not see NIO come back down to $1.78, and it may not fill these. These gaps are very, very small, not very strong. This is a little bit of a larger gap right here around $8, $8.50. And it's going to be real interesting. Okay. So, do we come in and do we find support in this yellow zone right here where, we haven't retested these levels ever since the big run up? That's a very big possibility, right? So if you want to start getting some skin in the game and you're looking for some long-term positions, there's a possibility we could find support between 10 and 20 on NIO, right? Now that's a pretty big range. So you don't want to go in with 100% of your investment at $20 and not have anything to buy the dip, as they say, when it gets to those levels, right? Now I'm going to show you guys a way, trading options, which is what we love to do. And let's say you have $2,500 right now. Okay. $2,500. You're looking to invest long-term in NIO. You don't have to buy NIO, right, to make money off of it. You don't have to own a single freaking stock. All right. What you can do is go to NIO, pull up the option chain. Okay. So basically, if you're on Thinkorswim, you'll go here, you'll click option chain. It'll pull up this option chain for you. And what I would recommend, right, because I think that March has some potential to be either very bearish for the market, bringing it down a lot, or very bullish for the market, bringing it up a lot. The reason being for that is because of the Fed is going to, announce their interest rate hikes and what the actual percentage is going to be. So, if you want to buy NIO at $20 right now, all right, what you can do is you can come in here, and instead of actually just setting a limit order to purchase, 100 shares at $2,000, what you can do is if you sell a put contract, what that essentially means is that you are, entering a legal binding contract to buy 100 shares at the strike price that you choose. So what happens here is we can go and we can hit sell single, right? And we can get paid $87 for wanting to purchase NIO at $20, right? So that will bring your average cost basis down for your shares. Okay, so let's look at that. So let's pull up the calculator real quick. We got 100 shares, right, at $20 a piece. That's $2,000, right? And then let's, subtract our 87. All right. And then we'll divide that by 100. Whoops. And looky there, that's an average cost basis now of $19.13 on your NIO shares, right? So you not only, did you enter the legal binding contract to get them for $20 a share, right? But you're actually, if the, price of NIO drops lower, you're actually going to be getting them at $19 a share. So you can either, use that $87 to purchase some shares and bring your average cost basis down, right? Or what you can do is you can keep that money to the side down. You can just keep that as profit, as earned income, and you can start to slowly, keep earning an income on NIO, waiting for it to drop down to these levels, right? Now, the only thing in the risk, right, because there's a risk with every type of strategy, right? The risk here is that if NIO falls down to $10, like we were speaking of, you purchased a contract to buy the shares at $20 a share, when in actuality, you could have just bought the shares outright for $10 a share whenever it fell that low. So the three things that you want to make sure, that you're comfortable with to eliminate risk is: one, be comfortable owning the shares at that price, right? If you're going to sell a put contract with the hope of, either letting it expire worthless and just getting able to keep all of those $87, because what happens is if NIO is above $20, right, this contract will expire worthless, meaning that you sold it to someone and, it didn't fall below 20. The price of a NIO was not below 20 by March 18th. So in a sense, you you weren't able to trade with your $2,000, right? That $2,000 was set to the side, but you were able to make $87 out of that. Now, it doesn't seem like crazy money, but once you get a lot of money, right? If you have $100,000, then you can really generate some passive income these ways, right? So that's basically my investment strategy. If you would want to buy NIO shares, I would look at, selling the 20 strike, selling the 15 strike, or selling the 10 strike puts. And, just being comfortable with, purchasing 100 shares at those prices. And if it doesn't fall to those prices, then, hey, you can go and you can sell that contract again in April, right? So, you can come in here on April and, after March came and NIO still above 20, let's say, it's at $22, or let's say it's at 22 at the time of contract for that expiration. Well, now you can come in here and you can sell the April contract for the puts. So, month after month, this is a way to generate money month after month, regardless of what the price of the stock is doing. Because let's say you didn't buy shares because you're not comfortable, right? NIO's trading at $23. We know that it has a possibility it could come down to $20 to $10, and you don't want to throw $2,000 in there because you think NIO is going to be dropping, but you want to make some money because you're heavily focused on a one or two stocks, which is what I recommend. Pick three stocks and pick an index fund and learn how to trade those, right? And just focus on those, prioritize those. And once you learn how a stock moves and trades individually, and related to the index fund that it's related to, then you'll be a lot better. So that's definitely kind of just my take on NIO. I hope you guys like this video. Remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm just your friend. Okay, I'm just trying to help you guys out, and I want us all to be making money even in this bearish market. Let's go ahead and zoom into the 1 hour chart real quick. And I think NIO is going to be a really good trade to short when the market opens on Tuesday, just depending if the market sentiment still has not changed, right? There's a lot of fears currently at the date of this recording, February 21st. Biden and Putin were meeting up today, and they're discussing Ukraine and whether or not he's going to invade it, things like that. What we're going to be looking for is we're going to look for a break below this price level of 22.74, right? If we start to break below and trade below this, because as you see, we bounced here, right? So, on Friday, the last day of the market was open, NIO bounced at this support level very strong. And this is a previous support level, as I showed you guys from over here, right? It's tested it a whole bunch on the 1 hour chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles on the 1 hour chart. And then, we have, 9, 10 right here, 11, 12. We're coming down and testing these levels. If NIO breaks below these levels, then you can hop in NIO put contracts for a day trade, right? And so you can come here to February 25th, and, you can buy the 22 puts for $54. So pretty cheap. So, if you only have like $200 or $100, you can grab one of these contracts, grab a couple of these contracts, and you're going to look for NIO to keep getting rejected at this 22.74 level, right? We want to see it flip from support, because when we're trading above there, it's support, and when it's trading below here, it's resistant. We want to see it flip it from support to resistance. And as long as this is a valid resistance level, and you are able to get in a short contract or a put contract above here or below here, and we maintain trading below there, you should be able to day trade and sell those for a profit. Now, timing and entry is everything, especially when trading options. So be happy with your profit goals, right? If you have a 5% profit goal daily for your day trades, stick to that. Okay. If you get a 20%, profit goal for your contracts on day trades, stick to that. All right. It's much better to get in, get out with a plan, and feel like a freaking boss because you did exactly what you said you were going to do, right? That's the best feeling in the stock market. It's not getting lucky on a play and getting 1,000% out of nowhere. Yes, we all love that. But you know what feels better is day in, day out coming and saying, okay, well, I know that this is a valid support level and it's getting kind of weak because we keep bouncing it. I know that there's a lot of market fears. Fear is really high in the market. So I'm going to go ahead and look here and see if that fear, fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the stock market will affect NIO. And if, there's more fear, there's more sellers. And if we see these red candlesticks, which is sellers taking over, and the sellers are, keep selling below 22.74, and there's no buyers wanting it to buy it above that level, then, you should be able to day trade some put options, and, make some nice money if you're not already in NIO puts, because man, oh man, did freaking NIO drop hard. I mean, let's look at from Thursday to Friday lows. That was a 13% drop in the stock. I mean, if you're trading options, right, I'll show you guys real quick. What we can do here is we can go to the 23 puts, because those are now what's called in the money, meaning they're blue like that, because NIO is, right around $23. We can pull up the option, the value of the option contracts, and we can see on Thursday, which was this day right here. All right, they were worth 23 cents a piece, and at their highs, they went up 445%. So really, really big gains if you guys are trading options and knowing, what to do on it. Right now, I mean, let's say you own, 1,000 shares of NIO, right? And you want to protect yourself with some protective puts, which is another strategy, right? So instead of selling these puts and hoping to buy 100 shares, what you can do is you can buy these puts and sell them as they go up in value, because NIO is dropping more and it's becoming more valuable, right? That's kind of the whole strategy with it. And, you could have made up, let's say you had, 100 shares of NIO at $25, right? And you got the 23 puts as some protective puts. And, you were able to capitalize, not even this whole move, right? Because there's no perfect trader who's going to buy the exact bottom and sell the exact top every single day in and out of the market and be able to capitalize a 400% return, in one day. But if you can come in here and you can get 100% or 200% on your put options, right? That's going to bring your overall profit loss for the stock down. Because now, even though you own 1,000 shares and it went down, you were able to make $1,000, $2,000 on, on these protective puts, because, hey, I own $20,000 worth of NIO shares. So let me put $1,000, $2,000 of that as a hedge, because if NIO falls 10% and I own $20,000 worth of it, and I just lost $2,000. But if I can take, $1,000 and turn $1,000 into $2,000, protecting myself on some protective puts, then the $2,000 that I lost in the share price, I now own $2,000 total on the side, because I got $1,000 worth of puts that I was able to get 100% on. So this video went a little bit longer than what I wanted it to, but it's really hard for me to just like stop sometimes and, not give you guys some real solid analysis. definitely please, like, I appreciate it, man. There's a lot of guys, come in and commenting on a lot of the videos. I see you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to keep making some videos for y'all, and, just help me grow. Okay. Because I'm trying to, the more I grow, the more I help you guys grow. Okay.